What's up, nerds? I'm the Renegade Cactus, but you can call me whatever you want. Welcome back to Batomon Showdown. The demo, at least. Now, we are here without any music for now in the tamer selection, or trainer selection, sorry, because I want to show you something very specific. Something with the chemist, who has the ability, your toxic monsters have +1 poison. When any monster levels up, increase this effect by 1 poison. Now this is a... Ooh, this is a shiny. First of all, let me just put the music up again. I'm just gonna tell you why there was no music in a second. It's a random common monster and an uncommon monster. It's, you know, it's something that I always kind of like doing in the beginning. Ooh. Alright, there's a lot going on right now. A lot going on. I want to lock this, especially for this. I don't need to lock this. This little fella will come. Anyway. Alright, so this is a ranked game right now. I usually do not play ranked in PvP games because I'm not one to play ranked. I'm not one to really care about my rank increasing or something. Mostly because I'm not a huge fan of trying to just win by playing the meta, right? Just seeing what works the best and then just doing only that. This being said, this is a ranked game where I'm gonna show you the what do I say? The build. I haven't been awake for too long today. Sorry. I'm gonna show you the build that's currently carrying me in ranked. Now, Renegade, you just said that you... Just give me those for now. You just said that you don't really like ranked. Why then? And the answer is stupid, kinda. I started playing ranked in this game and... whatever. I started playing... when I still played League of Legends, mostly for teamfight tactics, I started just out of the blue playing ranked in teamfight tactics. Why? Because I don't care about my rank. So it does not matter if I play ranked or unranked, because it does not matter to me if I climb the ranks or if I lose ranks. I just play and that's pretty much it. All right. So we could get the Guardian level 2. It's not bad, but it's not really what we need. I'm thinking about... I think I'll take the kill shell because every battle this guy gets more expensive for selling. And this guy would give our common allies +10 damage permanently on win, which would be great for this fella. But the Velosect, the shiny Velosect, will not stay in the team. I'm gonna tell you, it will not stay in the team. Ooh, reduce the cost of monsters in the shop. Great. We'll take this, we'll take this, we'll take that for a level up. So I started playing ranked just because, you know, just because. And I said I don't want to go with, I don't like going with the meta and just doing whatever works. In this case, I'm just showing you what works. I hope you understand my reasoning. Being like, yeah, it's mostly just fun is fun. I'm not a sweat. If this doesn't work, it doesn't work. But this is pretty much the build that I have the most success with. Now, every single time we level up any monster, we increase the toxic or the poison of our toxic monsters, and that is very useful. I just need a few. Sure, level up to increase everyone's toxic. Wow, everyone's poison. Sure. Get an additional copy of the next trinket. I'll take it. Also, fun fact, I have already recorded this video, and I had one of the best runs I've ever had when I recorded this video. And when I was done, I realized that yes, I was recording, and yes, there was the audio, which is usually a problem, just not realizing that you don't have audio. But for some stupid reason, I forgot to start the window capture, meaning it just recorded in that screen. And yeah, that wasn't great. Gain 20 bucks, lose 1 life. I'll take it. Your health. This one is now worth 30. Your health is a resource, use it if you can. I could get more of these moss slugs, but again, they don't... Yes, there it is, okay. They don't stay in... they don't stay in the team. Alright. Plus 100 HP, I mean, times 2, it's not bad, especially in the beginning. I just feel like I don't really... I think I'm just gonna give monsters in my shop 10% cooldown reduction. Yeah, it's probably the best. Still not amazing in my opinion. Alright, we're gonna attack Nox Nimbus. This one is very useful. I am gonna buy the guild shell in hopes of getting a third one. I could sell this one to get the sugar peat. Do I want to do that? I might want to do that. Yeah, sure. So, alright, pretty easy stuff. We want a toxic team. That much I think is apparent. I also think I'm just gonna get rid of this fella and put in this little one, just so that this one gets more and more value that we can then put into more toxic allies. Now, one thing is, of course, like I said, you want to level up monsters just to make your passive stronger, but there is just, I mean, every toxic build will roughly look the same, but just in my opinion there are a few like key elements. This fella, I want to upload. This is such a good monster. You will see why when we get him, and I say when we get him, not if we get him, because we will get him, and we will get him pretty soon. Reduce the cost of monsters. I don't really care for any of these. Like, I could go for... Yeah, sure. Let's go for another Bellows Sect, just in case. Just in case we get a... There he is, Puffloon. So, decently high cooldown. Cooldown for its attack, 9.1 seconds. Technically, it is 10 seconds. Heal 10, poison 1, which sucks. But trigger this when adjacent toxic allies trigger, except other Puffloon. Which is really fun, because I will have a team of all 6 toxic allies. And I'm hoping for an item, which I usually get. Like, it's not hard to get, but wait, give me that as well. It's not a very hard to get item, where it's like the abilities that do stuff for adjacent allies now work for the whole team. And that's with this guy, and that's with this guy. Gonna get rid of Moss Luck now. You're gonna go to the side here. You're gonna... I mean, I could do this to let Puffloon trigger more often, or I do this to make everyone more toxic. I think I'm gonna do this, because this will make these two, give these two more toxic. It won't increase Spinnerai's toxic, but Spinnerai is very fast. This will increase Puffloon, and then both of these will trigger Puffloon. I think that's alright. I'm not amazing. I'm not great at this game. I'm just playing around, seeing what sticks, and just... Okay, this could be a bad matchup. Like, right now, we don't have enough poison for me in order to say that we will definitely win. It's looking good, though. Like, yes, the Moss Luck gets stronger and stronger, but our poison just keeps ticking, because, as in many games like this, poison is overpowered because it just doesn't go away. Burn goes away after a while. Poison? Nah. Wait a second. Ah, no, we still... The funny thing is, if you have an item like this, duplicator, any type of duplicator, and haven't used it yet, then anything like this, at the, you gain this trinket, this also counts as you getting it twice or thrice, depending on the duplicator that you get. I'm currently thinking, like, I could go for the gold bar, which is generally always a great take in my opinion. Or I go for the wish wash in for like 1 or 2 turns to get more uncommon trinkets. Nah, let's go with the gold bar because we will see what we can find in the shop this turn. Yeah, level 2 Nox Nimbus, awesome. Toxic monsters have +3 poison. Like, I don't care about damage in this. Ooh, it's getting better and better. Give me this, how much are you? You know what, sure, give me that. Alright. Now I would love to have this thing right next to the Puffloon. I might actually still do that. Like, upgrading these two's poison. Puffloon staying at 9, but every single time either of these attacks, and this guy has multicast, so it will attack twice, we trigger Puffloon anyway. We'll see. Yeah, I'm just gonna level up to level 3 because it's never a bad thing. Gain 8 on victory. Sure, I want this little fella, so I might even just get rid of the Velocect. Because the thing is, it's a strong monster if you can pump it up. We don't care about damage, so we won't pump it up. Like, I mean, currently it's every 2.7 seconds, 8 times 13, that's 80 plus 3, that's plus 24. It's 104 damage every 2.7 seconds. I feel like just adding another poison type, or even putting this guy in a second time, might still be the better idea. Yeah. 14 poison times 2, so 28 poison every 3.6 seconds. Meaning it would also be better to do this, right? Increasing this guy's poison just gets us way better results than increasing Shogapede. Shogapede also not a monster or ally or whatever that I usually keep till the end. What's this one called again? The bat? Aristobat? Yeah, Aristobat. Often, not always, but often a monster and ally that I like. Wait, yeah, that I keep till the end, just because of the multicast. If you level it up to level 2, it gets multicast 3. If you level it up to level 3, it gets multicast 4. And if you find the item, hey, and a monster you have gets multicast, it's just over. Now is this is the part where I'm thinking about switching some stuff around. Technically, Shogapede is better than Venopuff. Venopuff is great if you get it in the beginning because it's decently fast, and with some like upgrades, it's doing its thing, but it just doesn't have any ability, so it is what it is. While Shogapede gets faster if I buy bug monsters. I'm gonna sell the Venopuff, I'm gonna buy the Shogapede, I'm gonna buy the Noxalith. Noxalith, one of the greatest things for this. Has quite a decently high cooldown with technically 8 seconds, in this case 7.3 seconds. Poison's 8, but gives the toxic ally above 2 poison permanently, and that's just, we love that. With the next battle gain 20, sure. I'm also now gonna buy and sell this one just to decrease Shogapede's cooldown. We leveled it up, that's awesome. Toxic monsters have +3 poison, it's incredible. And now comes the age-old question, which monster do I... Oh, by the way, this would be better. Yeah, which monster do I get rid of for now? The answer is probably Spinnerai. For Noxalith. And... oh yeah, okay, I get it. Noxalith will now upgrade Aristobat. It's just 2 poison permanently. If that triggers like twice a round, even once a round, but if that triggers twice a round, then we get like from 18 up to 22. And 22 times 2, that's 44 poison in the next battle. And then we upgrade it even more. And then we upgrade it even more. It's just Aristobat with Noxalith is just an amazing combination. I usually just choose any of the poison types that I think I will keep for the rest of the game. And like I said, Aristobat definitely one. We could win this. Nope. Ah, but I was close. Like 2 more seconds, 3 more seconds, and we would have accumulated enough poison. And it's always hard to tell with what's the word? Healing teams. Get a random monster from the current shop, sure. Ah, now we have a problem. I want the Shogapede, but we're 1 off of the Spinnerai, so yeah, I'm just for now gonna skip it. There it is. Spinnerai. It won't go on the team, is the thing. It won't go on the team. Monster in the shop gain more cooldown reduction, sure. I will just sell it. I just have it to upgrade it. Aristobat level 2, hell yes. If any of those level 2, and there it is, level 2 or 3s would have come before the Shogapede, then it would be great. Like this one, we don't care of what damage. A monster in rightmost column have 20% cooldown is amazing. With the Noxalith, you just put it here and it just does its thing way faster. But this one, your monster's abilities that affect adjacent allies now affect all allies. Important, adjacent. It has to say the word adjacent, not above. Like above is adjacent to this one, but it doesn't count as adjacent because it doesn't say the word adjacent, you know what I mean? And now we're gonna do this, and now we can also do it. Oh no, now it doesn't matter where these 2 are because they will now hit every single one, and this one will trigger off every single poison or toxic ally. I'm gonna use some of my money to unlock some stuff or reroll some stuff. You know what I mean? Again, haven't been awake for too long. I wasn't even planning on recording this video, but I was on my PC anyway. I just wanted to play 1 or 2 quick rounds of Batomon because recently I just love playing this game. Just absent-mindedly is not the right word, but you know what I mean. Just play it and without just fully focusing on it. And yeah, the very first thing I booted into a game and I saw, oh, I could have the chemist again, and I was like, yeah, I might as well. Alright, the Golden-Matic is amazing. I once had a level up where I got the regular item duplicator that gives you 2 duplicates of the next item you get, and then immediately have this event happen, and I had 3 Goldomatics. So every day I got 90 gold in the beginning. That was amazing. One thing that I'm also thinking about, I could give like Aristobat Shock. But now that I say that out loud, I realize that no one on my team deals physical damage. And I think Shock needs physical damage in order to trigger. So yeah, we're gonna go with the Goldomatic. This one randomly transforms your monsters into 1 rarity higher. Can be fun, but not in a game where I'm trying for a very specific build. And I say specific, but it has a lot of stuff that you can just freely change around. You can buy an item 1 free reroll, sounds fun. Cake, now we have physical damage. I just did that, and here we have 2 of the greatest monsters ever. Thorntail. Now we build up damage. When allies inflict poison, this gains 4 damage permanently. We're talking any ally, any amount of poison, who cares? No matter what, just this gets more damage overall. And Fumangus is also a really great, like, late game monster, where it's like it has the additional damage. It has additional damage equal to the poison on enemies. So the more we poison, the more damage this guy has, the heavier it hits. Alright. The only downside to Thorntail is it is slower than like a Shogopeed would be right now. I mean, I still have the level 2 Shogopeed that attacks every 2.2 seconds, but just like the other Shogopeed was still at like 4 point something, 3 point something seconds. This one starts at 6 seconds, now at 5.7. You basically lose a little bit of value with the Pavloon because it gets triggered a little bit less. But I mean, with the amount of triggers that we have, with the amount of poison that we shoot, I don't see any problem with that. Humongous. My water monsters heal more. You know what? Sure. Another Humongous. Okay, wait. No. How do I get rid of the Shogopeed? Shogopeed is incredible to activate the puzzle because everyone else would. Oh no, wait, yeah. 2.2 seconds, 2.6 seconds. Good riddance, Shogopeed. Sorry. I could have kept it around if I had more space. I could have kept it around to level it up. Because right now the level ups will. Oh shit. I will buy this one back. Nox Nimbus, I would love to level you up, but you currently have just no... What's the word? There, okay. You're not in any way, shape or form a priority, is basically what I'm trying to say. Also, our Aristopath now has already 40 poison times 3, so every 3.5 seconds. Without any buffs here, this one already dealt 120 poison, which poison just accumulates, ticks every second to the end. You can't do anything. You can heal, but if you don't heal fast enough, like they don't heal fast enough right now, you just die. If you can shield, but if you don't shield fast enough, high enough, you just die. Hell yeah. Alright, top middle monster has more damage, increased shop rate. Shiny. Level 2 Humongous deals damage equal to twice the... Oh. Your monsters have 15% cooldown speed. Is generally good. Because we still have a few monsters that have a decently high cooldown. 15% would, like, with you, goes down to like 8 seconds. Then again, this guy, we don't really care about his own cooldown because every single time anyone else does anything, he triggers anyway. You would be good with less cooldown, but I think at this point it's not that big of a deal. So I'm thinking flying monsters have +1 multicast, giving this guy 4 attacks instead of 3, triggering this 4 times instead of 3 times, triggering this more times. I think that's just the best idea. I mean, both of them were great ideas. Also, if you have on Cetra right next to Humongous is also really cool, because now he has additional damage equal to 2 times the poison on the enemies. With on Cetra he would have 4 times, and that's a lot, but it's not necessary. Because I want the Nox Nimbus. I will not buy the Humongous, I think. Because it's already incredibly strong. And I'd rather go for some other monsters. Currently, we do have the full squad. You could change this guy. You could change the Noxalith for something that deals more immediate poison, if you wanted to. Nox Nimbus, in my opinion, stays, because just every few seconds increasing the poison is just amazing. Okay, let's see if there's anything. Get a random legendary monster. There is one monster that I would like. And there it is. Cobrax. Holy shit, Cobrax. Good riddance, my friend. 15 seconds cooldown. And since it wasn't from the shop, technically it didn't get any of the cooldown reductions, but whenever an ally inflicts poison, charge this by 1. Charge just means the current cooldown just gets sliced by 1 second. It jumps ahead 1 second every single time an ally uses poison. And it starts with usually 300 poison. We're currently plus 15 and plus some else with plus 6 here. So yeah, we're at 321. And now I want you to think about what that means. Whenever an ally inflicts poison, charge this by 1. 4 times in a row this will inflict poison. So every time this one triggers, 4 seconds off of this one. With these 4 triggers, this one triggers 4 times with a multicast of 3, meaning this triggers 12 times if I think correctly. So that's 12 more seconds off of the cooldown. I think that's how it works. Like, this gets triggered and it gets all of his multicast. Then this one, if this triggers once, this triggers 3 times, so that's 4 more seconds. If this triggers once, this triggers 3 times, so 4 more seconds. Same with this, 4 more seconds. So basically, the 15 seconds might as well be like 3. We will not get a level 2 Cobrex. But a man can dream. Ooh, but we can get a level 3 Nox Nimbus. Yes, please. Toxic monsters have plus 3 poison. And now we get Thorntail, of course. I'm still gonna reroll once. I'm gonna reroll twice. Thrice even. So Thorntail. There would be an Aristobat. I'm just gonna buy it in case we lose. Like, we could lose, but it's highly unlikely at this point. It's highly unlikely at this point. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 attack damage already, and it's only level 1. The thing is, if this is level 2, it gets 8 damage permanently, I think, and on level 3, it's 12 damage, if I remember correctly. If we had this at level 3, we would get 3 times the poison on the enemy. I mean, this one, which I think level 2 just charges 2 seconds instead of 1. This one would have 1 more multicast. There is even something to be said about just switching one of these guys out for Aristobat, just for the multicast. But I'm pretty sure this should be the win. This is not nearly as overpowered as I've seen this build. Like last time I reported, I said that I had pretty much. Oh wait, we actually might. No, the shock just gradually increases while our poison just exponentially increases. But yeah, when I recorded this and didn't record the screen, I think this at the end dealt over 20k damage. I think 24k damage per hit because the poison was so high, because it was already level 3. This one was level 3 and dealt, I think, over 10,000. Nah, over 10,000 sounds too much. Like around 6,000 damage or something. I know I had the Aristobat level 3. Like I know I had these 3 at level 3, and it was a bloodbath, a poisonous bloodbath. But yeah, I think from like I've played this. By the way, I'm platinum 5. Damn. I've played the chemist a few times. I would say like around 10 times sounds too much. Let's say 9 or 10 times I've played the chemist in more or less this, because again, you could switch around some stuff. You can for sure have you can even have a Spinnerai or Venopuff still in the team. It's no big deal because they are decently fast. You could have a Shogopede. That's also one that gets faster and faster. You can still have that and just deal a whole lot of toxic damage as fast as possible. Like pretty much no toxic monster is really bad in this. It's just that these two are very heavy hitters. This one is just like a given. And the Aristobat Venopuff, not Venopuff, but Puff something, is just, it's a devious combination. And just like to make everyone stronger, I also think that a Nox Nimbus is pretty much a staple. So, and it's not really hard to get that team in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, let's just say I played this maybe 10 times, actively looking for a team similar to this. I think there was one single time where I lost, where I lost points because I just didn't get any poison monsters, and I lost after 3 or 4 wins. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I've never ever lost points with this team. No, wait. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, I've lost single matches, of course, but like one thing that can stop, or a few things that can stop this team is just very fast, very high damage. But that's rarely a thing you see in this game, I feel like, personally. Burn teams could, because burn can be faster than this, but it rarely is. Overheal, like teams that just heal the most, can technically outlive you. It's just also over time highly unlikely because your poison keeps growing. So unless their healing keeps growing mid battle, they basically over time can't out-heal your poison. And one thing I've seen I don't know if it was a bug or if it's just someone just found the sauce, but I've fought against someone who had shields and got shields every 2-3 seconds in the like 10,000s. So at one point they had 150,000 shield. That is something that this can't compete with. But I've only seen this, I think, once. So yeah, I think if you get the chemist, try. This is also one of the most important items in the game. Other than that, it's just go nuts with the poison and just see that you stack up as much as you can. But anyway, with that, thank you nerds for watching. I hope you learned something. There's also a possibility that everyone who watches this like, yeah, of course, that's the regular poison build, like that's nothing new. I don't know, but just I have just great fun and also success with this build, and I just wanted to show anyone who also climbs. I don't know how it is in like high level Batomon lobbies, if that's what you can call it. But just for now, this build is just it wins. Even if it's not like 10 wins, 6, 8 wins, whatever, who cares, just it works. Thank you nerds so much for watching. I'm the Renegade Cactus and I got around. Bye bye.